All right, the Packers are now on the clock. Now the Packers are on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? The Packers are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Packers, and time is ticking. Okay, next up, it's the Packers on the clock. All right, the Packers are now on the clock. Now the Packers are on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? The Packers are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Packers, and time is ticking. Okay, next up, it's the Packers on the clock. All right, the Packers are now on the clock. Now the Packers are on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? The Packers are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Packers, and time is ticking. Okay, next up, it's the Packers on the clock. the Packers are now on the clock. Now the Packers are on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? The Packers are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Packers, and time is ticking. Okay, next up, it's the Packers on the clock. All right, the Packers are now on the clock. Now the Packers are on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? The Packers are now on the clock.
Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On first down, Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. McSorley, 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 41, Watson. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. A beautiful fake. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. But it's a Packers touchdown. DJ Chark, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first in the season opener.
After reviewing the play, the one on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Throwing is McSorley. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson buying time to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. David Montgomery. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second and 5. McSorley sets to pass. Being chased out left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
To the line, facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson now going to run the option right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. A give. This is Montgomery. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 4th down, Watson dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Smith. Buying time to his left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back to throw, Watson. And Shark hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
So much about
Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Watson. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot.